Hello everyone, my name is Edward, and today I will be bringing you my first impressions of Tales of Arise. As a longtime fan of the series, I lost my mind when Tales was announced at E3, but due to certain world events, the game was delayed till September of this year. Now that I got my hands on the demo, and playing it longer than one should, I can say that this game has a lot of potential, and could be a doorway for those looking to pick up their first Tales game. Tales of Arise brings many welcome changes to the series. Combat has been reworked and streamlined compared to previous titles in the series. It is the linear motion battle system that series veterans love for a more fluid, freeform combat system that the series tried to implement with Tales of Berseria. You now have arts that can be used on the ground and arts used to juggle your enemies while in the air, so that you can keep up the offensive at all times. Every character has a boost attack that leads to some pretty sick combination attacks that are visual feast for the eyes and simply screams, "Damn bro, that's anime as heck." Exploration is handled differently in Tales of Arise, with more verticality and more paths that lead to secrets and treasures, giving the world a more open feeling, which is a huge improvement from previous titles, which could feel very copy and paste at times and could feel like all you do is walk in a straight line to get to the next point. I am very pleased with the direction they decided to go this time. Previous titles were very niche, and I feel the changes, big and small, Tales of Arise brings to the table will go a long way to get this series to a bigger audience. You can tell that the team behind Tales of Arise put a lot of emphasis on presentation this time around, as the game has a more cinematic feel and is by far the best looking Tales of game to date. However, on Xbox One and PS4, you might run into some texture popping and things like grass and shadows not rendering properly. I, for one, don't really take much issue with these issues, as I feel the combat and the story is what keeps series veterans coming back with each entry. Skits this time around take a departure from the norm in that they are no longer animated like previous titles, but instead use the character models themselves to show character interactions between battle and story segments that allow you to better understand each character as the story progresses. Scarlet Nexus did something similar with its cutscenes, but in Tales of Arise, the scenes are more animated and the skits themselves have been compared to scenes from a manga by others. Well, that's all I can really say about the game so far. I can only say more once I've played the full game. For the most part, I've been really satisfied with this demo. I played it probably a little bit more than... Honestly, I played it for like 7 hours, and that's not good. It's just a demo. I like honestly burned myself out from it, and I probably won't play it again until the game comes out on September 10th. For the most part, the combat is great, and the characters, I could tell that there'll be a pretty funny dynamic between the characters, as they're all from different backgrounds and different aspects of the world that they live in. The combat, it was addicting, and it was something that I've been missing from games in a while. A lot of times combat gets kind of samey, or you kind of like learn all the mechanics and all you can really do is just master it at that point. And I get bored of games when the game feels too easy, and I feel like this game is dynamic enough to keep me entertained throughout the whole game. Because there's been a couple of times where I've dropped the game because of the combat, and the combat just kind of... And this game is just different, and it's fresh, and I really enjoy it. And I hope that it keeps me glued for the whole entire game. And I just hope the story is good. I just hope that like the characters develop and they're not just one-dimensional stand-in characters for tropes like many games like to do these days. And with that, I am ending this video. I hoped you enjoyed it, even though it's really awkward. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment for me to let me know how I can improve and grow my content. I am really new to this, and any help would be appreciated. Thank you, and have a good one.